I don't disagree with the mindset that locking in now makes it easier down the line because you've accomplished something and the hard work you put in pays off so you can relax later. I do think there's more nuance to it and it should be taken with more consideration. First and foremost, I do think it's important that if you have a goal and you make a plan for it, you do the hard work that it takes to get there because ultimately that's what's going to get you to achieve things and achieve things quickly. But I think the idea of locking in for an extended period of time like that and doing nothing but dedicating yourself to work, although it will eventually lead to success, it's also really prone to burnout. I think a part of that is because of the fact that when you're constantly looking at a goal that's above you and you reach that goal and you make another goal and you reach that goal and you make another goal, you're never truly satisfied with yourself. You're never really happy with what you're doing. So yes, while it may be good to throw yourself at doing nothing but working and grinding, doing that for more than a week, more than a month, more than a year, a few years at a time, you can really lose yourself in that and forget what you're doing it for. I also think that approaching it with the idea of you're going to lock in and do nothing but work is also a poor mentality because of the fact that like going to med school, a lot of people say like, oh, I'm giving up my 20s so that I can have a better 30s, 40s, 50s. And they'll make it feel like to themselves they're doing something that nobody else is doing and they're working harder than everybody else. Although that may be true in a lot of cases, I think it discounts the work of others and it also makes you feel like you're suffering more because you're having to do something that others aren't having to do. Because on both of those fronts, I think that's really quelled for me when I look at my friends who are doing completely different career paths, but they're working just as hard, or dare I say harder than I am. Because my friends that are doing things in completely different fields are still working the long hours that it takes to be successful, because to be successful in any place, you have to put in that kind of work. And while I am very certain that I'm working a lot, putting a lot of hours and studying all the time, I am also aware that because I know that what I'm doing, a lot of other people are doing, and they can also enjoy themselves along the way, there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to do the same. Because while our 20s may seem really glamorous because a lot of people are traveling all the time and experiencing new things, picking up new hobbies, if I wasn't doing medicine, I'd likely be working a full-time job and trying to climb some sort of corporate ladder or finding a different kind of hierarchy where I have to hone my skills to get better at it. While it's easy to think that like, oh, what I'm doing is so hard because I'm suffering and I have to work really hard and I'm not going to enjoy my 20s the way everybody else is, when I look at my friends, they're also working really hard. They're putting in the time and effort that it takes to be successful in their respective fields. And by telling myself that if they're working that hard and I'm working as hard as I am, and they can still enjoy themselves, I can still enjoy myself too. While they may be able to schedule their breaks using vacation time and do big extravagant things all at once, there are little things that I can do consistently throughout my everyday life to also fit in the things that I enjoy and love. Am I taking work trips to Cabo? No. And there's nothing wrong with that because oftentimes I might even opt to have a staycation so as to save money if I was in a different position. Essentially, I guess I'm saying that I'm trying to not make things harder on myself by thinking that I am suffering more or doing more than others, when in reality, I can get the same amount of things done without thinking like that and putting myself in a negative headspace.